Hey guys, it's Sierra, your host,
Hi, it's Joanna, your co-host.
and you're listening to the Color of Home podcast. Hi Joanna, how are you today?
I'm doing good. I survived a really busy week, but yeah, it's been good.
Awesome,
How are you?
and I'm good. I hear you have some exciting news to share with us. Can you tell us the news?
Yeah, so I'm officially accepted into school. So this,
Whoop, whoop.
yeah,
That's so
I
exciting.
I found out like on the 6th, August 6th, so that was really exciting. And yeah, so I'm going back to school for rehab therapy assistant, and it's a 2-year program. I'll graduate with 2 degrees. Occupational therapist assistant and physiotherapist assistant. So I've been getting all my things, last minute things ready. I bought my
Yes.
books. Oh my word, books are so expensive.
They are so expensive. Like, I remember being in college and they're like, take all your money. They're
Literally,
insane.
it's a scam because I'm like,
Yeah.
I've been in school before, and I remember the most expensive book we had for our program, my last program, was like $200, and I swear we never opened that book once. I was like,
Yeah.
why did you make us
Yeah.
buy this?
And like nowadays everything's online, so the fact that they're still making you buy textbooks is just like, I don't know, I feel like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean,
But
there's also the option for digital books, but I find that harder, honestly. If they're like,
yeah,
it's hard. I don't know. I think something about like being able to touch your textbook and like,
sure.
oh yeah, I remember this page, and you just like flip to it. Then instead of being
Yeah.
like on the
And
computer
like
and you're like,
highlighting things in it or
yeah. So I do prefer like real books. So I think every time I will spend the money on the actual hard copy, but hey, you can resell them.
there you go, resell them. And in the long run, it's all worth it because you'll have your degree
Yeah.
and get out there in
Yeah.
the workforce. But, well, congratulations. I know how hard you've been working for that and
Yeah,
studying
thank
while doing
you.
the podcast and working on top of it. So that's a lot.
I know. I know.
I'm so
I'm
happy.
literally, I'm like, how am I doing this? But it's God. There's
Yeah,
no way.
but the grace of God,
Yeah,
you
no
made
kidding.
it through.
Yeah,
Awesome. Well, very cool.
for sure.
Girl, I got a crazy story to tell you.
What?
Something that happened to me over the weekend.
What?
So, Anthony and I went out on a date. Oh gosh, like, was it Saturday night, I think? So we dropped the boys off at my mom's, and then we go out for dinner. It was good. Then we're like, should we go get ice cream? So we went to go get ice cream at Dairy Queen, and
Yeah.
we're sitting in this booth, and then this like guy comes up to us, and he's like, hey, are you guys married or dating or what are you guys doing? We're like, oh yeah, we're married. Oh, okay. Is that your girl? And Anthony's like, yeah. He's like, oh, well, she's just gorgeous. You better keep her around for a while. And Anthony's like, okay, like, I'm planning on it, thanks. And so, anyways, this guy's like 70, though. He's old. Like, at first,
Yeah,
I just thought he was
okay.
like a sweet little old man.
Sweet old man.
And then, yeah, then he goes, sits down. And then he comes back up. And then on his shirt is written, pre-marriage is adultery. And so he comes back up and starts talking with us, like, so how long have you guys been married? And okay, 7 years. And, oh yeah, that's really good. Well, and then he just like jumps right into like, well, you know, those adulterers, they all go to hell and they don't make it to heaven, and just like doesn't even ask if we're Christians or nothing. And then he tells me he's like a preacher and is new to the area, and I'm like, okay. I was like, what church do you pastor? And he goes, no, I'm not a pastor, I'm a preacher. There's only one pastor in the whole world, and you know who that is. I'm like, well, Jesus. Yeah. He's like, pastor's only mentioned one time in the New Testament. I'm like, okay, buddy. So I'm just listening to him. Anyway, so he was just talking, but I feel like I'm finally confident enough in my faith that I could like call him out on something, so I did. So I was like, first of all, I was like, what you said about like adulterers going to hell, I was like, I don't agree with that. I was like, do you think Jesus would forgive them of that sin if they had repented? And he goes, well, maybe, but there's not a lot of people that repent of that nowadays. Anyways, so long story short, this man was talking to us for forever about multiple things, but it's just crazy because I feel like Anthony and I, like, especially having the coffee shop and gas station, like a business, like, he's probably like the third person that's like come to us who I don't know if you would say like is a false prophet or whatever we would
Yeah.
label them, but like somebody
Yeah.
claiming to love Jesus, but then totally just bashing
Yeah.
like people for their sins and like I don't know,
Mm,
it was just not at all like what Jesus would have done. I'm like Jesus would sit
right.
there with the adulterer and tell them that he loves them, forgives them, if they had repented. You know, I just no wonder people don't
Wow.
like Christians because like the guy didn't even ask us if we were believers or nothing. Like what if I had been in a like an adulterer or we had been in a situation
Right.
like that and
That's
he's
not
just
the
gonna
right
sit there and
way.
tell us that we're going to hell. Like I don't know. This
Right.
is a very random story, but it was very crazy. Very
Wow.
wild. Yeah.
Yes.
Like this man was like crazy. Like talking to us just super like strange and it was weird, dude. I was like in the middle of Dairy Queen. Do you guys have Dairy Queen in Canada?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I didn't know
yeah.
you guys had it. I was like, what?
Yeah. We have Dairy Queen.
That's
And
funny.
it was supposed to be like this sweet romantic date because like we were sitting like in the same spot that we had met at, like the same booth and everything. And then this
Oh,
guy comes up and is like telling us that we should never commit adultery, which I mean obviously, but like it was
yeah.
just weird. I was just like, okay,
Well,
you can
that's
leave
weird.
now.
Hmm. That's
So
so
yeah,
awkward.
that was my
Ooh.
weekend.
Wow.
Crazy man.
Sorry he ruined your date. Your
Oh, it's fine,
romantic.
you know? And he goes, so have I given you anything to think about? Anything I've said like resonate with you? And I was like, no, actually not really. I was like, everything you've said I kind of already know and like I don't agree with half the things you said to me, so no. And he goes, oh. And then he just walks away.
My word, dude.
He's wild. Have you ever had something like that happen to you? Where like somebody claims that they like love Jesus, but like I just want to say false
Yeah.
prophet because he was preaching, but it was not with
Yeah.
from the Bible, and he was throwing out verses that
Yeah.
were not right.
I definitely have, but I think it's more so like when getting on the bus, especially like in the city and stuff, you're getting on
Oh,
the bus and they're just literally at the bus station with a microphone and a boom box thing and
what?
they're just like preaching away and
Preaching.
you can't get away from it because you're literally waiting for the bus. So if you walk away,
Mm,
it's like you miss your bus. And it's like
yeah.
right near the bus door as you're getting in and out. And it's just like there's no
Mm,
way. And they're just
yeah.
on and on and on. And then like
Yeah.
basically preaching like you're going to hell. And it's like, okay, there's a time for that, but that's not really like how you
Yeah.
reach people.
No.
So
No, not
I
at all.
definitely
Like yeah, dude, it's like
Mhm.
I don't know if I told you this one. I had a man come to Luna Bean and print out and framed it a whole prophecy of Luna Bean, how we're going to be spared through the end times and we're going to survive the chaos and we will not be burned to the ground. It was like this whole prophecy he printed out. And anyways, yeah, he got a little creepy, so we had to distance ourselves from him, but that was very strange.
Wow,
It
at least
was
yeah, he
weird.
had favor on your coffee shop. Like
I know. I was like, at least we will survive the times. I'm like, praise. Or hopefully, we won't be here, but I'm not planning on being here through the whatever
that's so funny.
tribulation. But
Wow. Yeah.
it happens to us all the time, and I'm like, Lord, are you trying to grow me in my faith here? Like, what is happening?
No kidding. That's crazy.
Anyways, yeah. So I had a crazy weekend. You had an exciting weekend. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Okay. Well, moving on for our topic today. Do you want to tell us what our topic is today? What we'll be talking about?
Sure, yes. So today's topic is about traveling and kind of just like the fun aspect of traveling, but also like some of the horrors of traveling. And as we all know, as TCKs, and not just only TCKs, but like other people who like just travel a lot, they probably have a lot of stories and like a lot of advice on how to travel. And so we
Mm-hmm.
just thought we would share, have a fun session and just share a little bit about our experience with traveling.
Yeah, I'm super excited to talk about this today. I think it'll be really fun. I'm sure each of us have plenty of um, scary moments and silly moments in the airports or just traveling in general. So, yeah, it'll be fun to talk about. And just TCKs in general. Like, I feel like we all can relate on that. Since we've done it a lot, like, we're bound to have, bad experience here or there. So, our little
Yeah.
mishaps.
First of
Let's
all,
get
I
into
gotta ask you.
it. Yeah.
I gotta ask you a question. So,
What?
do you love traveling, or are you more of like I want to be a homebody?
No, I love traveling.
Me too,
I would
yeah.
travel all the time, but now that I'm a mom, it's obviously a lot harder with two little kids. Um, and my husband, he's probably more of this stay at home, like, or stay in the area, but yeah, he still has fun traveling, but I I think I would be the one more willingly to like pick up and go somewhere, but
Yeah, me too.
yeah. What about you?
I love it. I really like traveling. I love the airport.
Yeah.
Layovers, I love it. I love
Mm-hmm.
just watching people at the airport. I love it all.
Yes, people watching. It almost feels like home when you're at the airport. I don't know why, but I just feel so comfortable there. And I know it's a something that stresses a lot of people out, but I'm like, when I get
Yeah.
there, it's like, oh, I just love the airport. Like, it just feels like home because
Hmm.
we're just always traveling. So that's what
Yeah.
it feels like for me.
Yeah, me too. It like there's a sense of like even all those announcements and just like sleeping on their airport floor and you're just like hearing that ding.
Sleep. I
Ladies
don't
and
know about that
gentlemen.
one. Sleeping on the airport floor.
We slept on the airport floor. I mean, like, I don't know if we slept that
Yeah.
much, but like, we
Yeah.
would sit there and like listen to music and
Take a
stuff. And
nap. Mm-hmm.
I think
I remember that.
I sleep at airports now that I'm older way more. Like, I think every flight I take is like so early in the mornings that
Mm.
I'm just crawling myself to the airport and then like just like falling asleep at the gate and then like getting on the airplane and then sleeping the whole way. Like, I never used to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was always hard to sleep. I think as a child, because like you're so excited about where you were going or whatever. My sibling and I, like Brooke and I, would always talk or have fun together on the plane. But now that you're older, you're like, yeah, I'm just taking a nap. Take advantage
Exactly.
of the napping.
Yeah, no, yeah, so like so for those of you guys listening, so Sierra and I growing up in Papua New Guinea, a lot of the our flights, I think how many like we'd at least have to take 4 or 5 flights basically just
At least five. Yeah.
to get from the States to
Mm-hmm.
Papua New Guinea or Canada to Papua New Guinea. I think Canadians had
Mm-hmm.
more. Basically, when we're traveling, there's like one leg of the flight that's literally like a 14-hour, 15-hour plane ride. Later, it's probably from like LAX to like
Australia.
Australia, or for
Yeah.
Canadians like Vancouver to Australia or
Mm-hmm.
something crazy like that where it's like
Mm-hmm.
14 hours straight on the plane. Those
Mm-hmm.
were brutal. Like, I don't think I like
So
those.
rough. And you can't get comfortable to sleep. Like, just you move, then you turn, and then like I remember putting like the thing down in front of your seat and like crisscrossing my legs on it so I could like lean back, and I still could not sleep.
Like the
Like I just
table.
couldn't. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
I could just never get comfortable. Like,
That's
oh,
so
13
funny. Yeah,
hours.
like, yeah, it was so long. It's like I think what was crazy what my mom used to make us do. So before we could even watch one show, she'd make us do like schoolwork. Like we do like a times table paper and like do all our times table
That's
or like a
hilarious.
coloring book. And like after a certain amount that you did, which was probably worth an hour's worth of work, and then you
Yeah.
like get to watch 1 hour movie, and then you can sleep and then do more.
Oh my gosh. Hey,
It's
she was keeping you
brutal.
busy.
Just try to, but I was like, I just want to watch movies the
Yeah.
entire time. But
Yeah.
like,
No,
I
definitely.
mean, yeah,
It sounds like your mom was trying to keep you busy, but I don't think schoolwork would be what I would want to do on an airplane.
yeah. No, it was not. It was not fun. We're like all our friends get to watch movies when they
Oh,
travel the whole time. But
yeah.
I think that she
Yeah.
just wanted our brains to be active, and then
Yeah.
like we do exercises too, while like just making sure you like walked around. So
Walk,
you're
yeah. Don't
yeah.
get blood
So
clots in your legs.
my word, girl. Yeah, but I do remember. Okay, the best part was like when the snacks came around, or I somehow always
Yeah, food.
woke up right on
Yep.
time for those, so I could sense there's food coming by, or the warm towels or something. Like,
Yeah. All the
yeah,
snacks. The what are they? Those called like the little wafer cookie things they'd give you. Those were
yeah.
the
You know what? I
best.
feel like every airline has different things they give you. So,
Mm.
like in
Yeah,
Canada, we
probably.
get pretzels and a different type of cookies. They're not wafers; they're a whole different kind of cookie. And it depends on what airline you travel with. So I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah.
You guys have the
No,
same thing in
that's
the U.S., or you guys all across the U.S. get the same cookies?
no. I think it's different, and like even though it's the same airline, I bet you each time you fly, it'll probably be something different too. Like I don't think I've ever gotten the
Okay.
same thing twice. I mean,
Really?
not that.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
no, not really.
I
Unless I
got
was
the
flying
same
that
ones.
like within a few days of each other. Like if we go to Texas and back, like then we sometimes get the same stuff.
Right. I guess
But
I fly more than you because I was like, I at least go
hmm
home to Ontario every like around Christmas time, and then like
yeah,
I think like at least in a year I'll be on a plane at least once or twice. So yeah.
yeah, yeah, definitely. I remember though my very first time flying to New Guinea when we first moved over there. It was in
Yeah.
the Denver airport, and my aunt had bought me like this bright neon pink nail polish at one of the stores when before they dropped us off at the airport.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was like so excited to paint my nails, and we're in the airport for like hours, you know. So I'm like waiting. I'm like, okay, I'll just paint my nails while I'm waiting. So I
Yeah.
go to shake it, and then I open it up, but it was like stuck. So like I'm twisting, twisting, can't get it. And then I finally just like
Right.
pull it, and it opens, but pink nail polish flies across the whole entire row of these leather blue chairs. And I was like neon pink. And my mom is just sitting there like with her eyes wide, like, Sierra, you did not just do
Ew.
that.
What did
So
you
we got like
do?
napkins, and we were like trying to wipe it up, but like it like sunk into the leather, so there's like pink stain like lying across the seats, but we could not get it out. So there was pink nail polish stained on these like 15 blue leather
Ew.
chairs in the airport, and I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, that was a fun experience, but
Yeah. Was it like
never painted my
sealed?
nails again in the airport.
Yeah. It must have been sealed from like some sort of pressure because that's crazy that it would just not open.
Well, this was like waiting though. Like we hadn't
Oh,
boarded
you
the
had it
plane or
boarded.
anything
Okay.
yet. Like I had just bought
Okay.
it. So I don't
Okay.
know. It was like yeah, I don't know what had happened, but
Yeah.
it kind of lightened the mood though because like I remember being so sad and like we were all sad, but like that like silly moment like definitely lightened the mood and we all started laughing and yeah, so it was a good memory, but still like so
Yeah.
embarrassing that that happened.
Okay. Did your dad ever become like an airport dad?
What do you mean?
Okay, I mean, like, I don't know. This is like, I've been seeing this on TikTok, like airport dads, where it's like the dad that has all the passwords of everybody, and it's like making sure everybody's
Yes,
in line. My
yes,
dad, oh my word, he was like
yes.
such an airport dad. He would be like
Mhm.
in line before they even called our seat. Like, he was so anxious
Yeah.
traveling. He like had to make sure we had everything,
Yep.
and always like last minute, like my brother Rylan would have like a bloody nose, and he had to go to the bathroom. My dad's like, ah. the rest
Yeah.
of the rest
Everybody,
of that.
get your crap together.
Yeah, and then he's like bloody nose. I had to go
Yes.
pee because I was
Go,
young.
go
Like,
potty. Yeah.
and he's
Girl.
like,
Oh
we
my
did
gosh.
all
Yeah.
this before. Why do we have to do it now? It's
Yes.
just
And
like,
every time,
str-
every
oh,
time traveling with like all of our luggage, because like, I don't know about you, but we'd have like these huge containers like we're lugging through the airport like when we moved back or moving over we're taking stuff with us, so like not only do you have your suitcase, you're carrying on your personal item, you're also lugging like each of us have like this huge tote we're like lugging through the airport, and I just remember that like stressing my dad out so bad, like counting all the
yeah.
bags, make sure we got everything, make sure his girls are all there, like we have all our things. Yeah, it was like I
Yeah,
could
I
not, I
don't
would
know.
do not envy that.
Yeah, I
It
don't know
was
how
so
people do with little
stressful.
kids. Like, I know some families, like,
Yeah.
we know in the mission field, they had so many kids, and then, like, so much more
Oh
luggage they'd have to
no, that would
take.
be so
And
stressful.
I
Oh
was
my
like, I don't
gosh.
know how they did it because even with us, my family of like five of us
Hmm.
in total, and then later on just me and
Yeah.
my parents, it was still stressful. But
Hmm.
yeah,
Like I've
so,
gone to Texas with my two little boys, and that was stressful because they're both like
mm,
potty training, so like having to change blowouts, like also, mommy, I have to go potty, like at the worst time, and we're trying to rush to the bathroom because like they're potty training, you want them to go to the potty, not in their diapers, so it was just like, oh, I'm hungry,
dude,
snacks, we don't have enough snacks, gotta go get find a snack, and yeah, that
right.
was like and I've thought about that. Was like people do this like all the way to New Guinea and back several times. Like I'm just going to
Hmm.
Texas. I'm stressed out.
Dude,
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't
for
know.
reals. It is important though, I think that like for I mean, maybe some of our listeners haven't ever even traveled and like are wanting
Mm,
to travel. Like it's fun, but like you definitely have to be prepared. There's like a lot of things to
Organized,
make,
yeah.
yeah, organize, a lot of things to just make it less stressful on yourself. Like when they suggest arrive like for domestic flight, like is it like 4 hours or something before a not domestic, international flight. I think you have to be there
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
at least 3 to 4 hours before your
Yeah, I
flight
think
leaves.
so.
Like arrive
Yeah.
at that time, because like I promise you, by
Yeah.
the time you get
Things can go
through
wrong.
security, anything going wrong, you
Mhm.
still have time to still like
Mhm.
catch your plane. And
Yeah.
like domestic flights too. Like when they say like, I've not done this,
An
but
hour
like
to
when
2
they
hours
say
early. Yeah.
2 hours early, like please listen, because I remember being like just being so stressed, couldn't find my gate, and almost like missing my flight. But like,
Yeah.
you know what? We learn.
Mhm.
But yeah, so
Mhm.
it is fun traveling.
Be prepared, come organized and early. Yeah, those are all good
Yeah.
tips because I think we've all been there where we've not done that and it's
Yeah,
chaos,
for sure. Yeah.
scrambling. Yes.
Yeah.
So, any horror stories that you have in the airport or stressful situations?
Yeah, we actually have like a miracle one, which is like,
Oh.
yeah, it was crazy. So I think my family and I were traveling back to Canada. I think it was the summer my uncle was getting married, and like I was like grade 4 or something. I don't know, but like I think we had left Papua New Guinea, went to Australia, and then while in Australia, like I have to tell you, Australia has the craziest rules for like
Mm-hmm.
anything. They confiscate anything that
Yeah,
like
they
this
do.
piece
They're
of paper,
so strict and they're
this
scary.
piece of yeah, they're not as
No.
scary. They're not really
No,
scary.
not
They're
the
just
people.
like
I'm just talking about like the airport, like the security when you get there is like so much more intense than it is in America.
it's intense, but I still find like they're friendly. They're just like anything you bring, like literally like a random like shell necklace will be like, dude, this could bring this is a dangerous shell. I'm like, there's no slugs in it. It's just a necklace. They're like, it's so dangerous, and I'm like, I'm not even staying in Australia. They're like, confiscate it. Like they'll like take everything from you. This piece of paper, dangerous. Like it's just not.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So, anyways, my family and I, we were in Australia, and like we needed to catch a flight. I can't remember where. I know we were headed back to Canada, but we needed to catch a flight, and then they told us like somehow we couldn't make that flight, and like it left without us. And then it wasn't like we were late. I don't remember all the details of that, but basically we were stranded in Australia, and we were not
Oh
going to
my
make
gosh.
any of our flights just to get back home. Like it was just like we were just basically missing that one flight. Just messed
It
up
would have messed up
everything.
everything. Yeah.
Everything with your other flights. So we're just like sitting in the airport, we're praying, or like so stressed, and like my dad's stressed. We're all praying and praying, and my dad's just like I think he was at the front desk for like a couple hours trying to like figure out
Oh man.
what do we
Yeah.
need to do, how can they work this out. And this one man, he's like, okay, let me talk to my supervisors, and he like walked away, and then he like came back, like I don't know, it was like an hour later or something, and he came back sometime later and was like, okay, there's only one possible way for you guys to make your connecting flight, and that is if your wife gets in a wheelchair, we take her in the wheelchair.
What?
Through all the little like wheelchair loops, and then we can make this one flight that's literally boarding right now. So we're like, we will take it. So my mom gets in a wheelchair. They take us.
Yeah.
It
I
was
do not
crazy
believe it.
because literally
That's
it was like
wild.
impossible. Like they were like, we were not gonna make it. There was no other flights, and they're like, there's just one right now.
So she was
So-
like having to pretend to be injured or something.
Yeah, so she was in this wheelchair. This man's like taking us out elevators, up things, and like all these things. So we get to this plane that's like on the tarmac. Like they're not even like, it's boarded. We're the only people they're waiting for. Like
Wow.
literally the plane is waiting for us.
Wow.
And so they wheel my mom up to the steps. Everybody sees her coming like in a wheelchair, and she gets up and walks.
Gets out of work. They're like, it's a miracle. Oh my gosh. That's too funny.
We made all of our
It was
connecting flight, but it was
crazy.
just like a miracle because I was like, "There's
Wow,
no way!"
yeah.
Like everything we like
Yeah.
was not working out. It was so
Yeah.
stressful.
Oh,
But
wow.
like, God just opened up this one path. We're
That
like,
is-
you know what?
You're like, "We'll take it."
We'll take it.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I mean, you
Yeah.
really could do that. That's so funny.
I didn't
What a
either.
good
Like
story.
honestly,
I
it was
didn't know
so yeah, it was crazy.
That's hilarious.
But Yeah.
Did anybody like ask you guys like when you
They
got
were
on the plane?
staring because I don't know if we had to take a bus or something and stuff, and like I don't know, when my mom stood up, like it's like people were making way because she was in a wheelchair, but then they're like like
They're like, I think we know what's going on here. Oh gosh, that's so funny.
It was so funny, but
Wow. I
yeah,
love
we
that
made
story.
everything. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
Super
yeah.
cool story.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
so
miracles
funny.
and stuff like that has happened like throughout our
Yeah.
travels, where it's like we missed a
Yeah.
flight and we can't, and it's like never our fault because I do think we all know Air New Guinea, just like
Yeah.
okay, Papua New Guinea might have probably the worst airline. I'm just gonna say it. They have the worst airline
Yes.
timing. The people are nice. The pilots are nice. It's just their timing.
Yeah.
They don't run on international world clock time. They don't run at any time. They run on
They
their
run
own
on their
time.
own time.
And literally, you could be at the airport and you're like, "Is the plane coming today?" I don't know. Like you're
I
ready to
don't
go, ready to go to the States, and we're like,
true. Got everything packed up. Okay, we'll try again tomorrow.
exactly. Yeah, you get to the airport and you're like,
I
"The plane's
remember
not coming."
waiting like hours at that Air New Guinea airport. Hours because something ended up not going through with our tickets, or I don't know, we were trying to get to Australia or something, but we were there
Yeah.
for forever, and then we ended up having to pack everything up, and we did come back the next day because I don't think the plane came. Like, I don't remember what happened, but I just remember waiting so long, and then we had to go home, and I was like, what is happening? But it's just normal. Like,
Yeah, I
it's
remember when I
just
graduated and was leaving too, I was
how it
like,
is.
is the plane gonna show up today? And it was like delayed and
Yeah.
it was late and it was just like,
Yeah.
we did make it out, but it was like, oh my
Yeah.
word.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, what about you? Any like interesting, funny stories with traveling?
Time. I don't remember like exactly how it happened, but like my mom and I went to go find us. So we were about to board our plane, but like we had all our bags checked, everything. Like didn't really have anything with us. Like we just had to walk on the plane essentially. And so like we don't even think we had carry-ons, just like maybe mom's purse, that was it. But so we were like, okay, we like have everything we need. Like all we have to do is walk on the plane. Like let's go find a snack and a coffee really quick. So her and I left, and my dad and sister didn't want to go where we were going, so I think they went somewhere else to go find food. So we split up. So my dad and my sister were together. My mom and I were together.
Yeah.
Anyways, I hear our plane, and I don't think the plane was supposed to board for like a while longer, but they moved our boarding time. So like we were supposed to board like earlier. So I heard over the intercom that our flight was boarding. I was like, Mom, we have to get back. Like our flight's boarding. She was like, well, what about your dad and sister? I was like, I don't know. It's like all our bags and everything are on this plane. Like we gotta go. And I was like, call him. So my mom calls my dad, and he's not answering. And she's like, well, what do we do? I was like, well, how about we just get on the plane? At least we'll get to where we're going. We can call when we land, and like we'll figure it out then. So my mom and I don't know why my mom's listening to me. I'm like 13 years old, telling her like, let's board the plane, let's get separated. So my mom and I get on the plane. I was like, we don't want to miss our flight. Like we got to get there. And like anyway, so her and I board the plane. We're like watching, and my dad and sister never get on the plane. So we leave, and then I don't remember, like, it was so long ago. I'm pretty sure like they had to catch a different flight or something, but they end up getting there like, I don't know, like a couple hours after us. So my mom and I just waited in the airport for them to arrive on the next plane. But yeah, like I don't know why we were in such a rush, why we didn't just wait for my sister and dad. I have no idea what was going
What
on.
did they think when you left? Like, did they think you
I
guys
don't
were
know.
lost? They probably
No, I
thought
don't
you
even
guys
know.
weren't even on the plane.
I don't remember, girl. It's been so long ago. I just remember like getting
Yeah.
separated for a short time period, but then being like reunited with them at the end. But I also remember being like, Mom, we gotta get on the plane, and she's like calling my dad, and he's not answering. So yeah, sorry I don't remember the end of the
No,
story
okay.
correct. But yeah, we did get separated for a short time, and then we got reunited again. So
funny. Oh my word.
yeah, that happened. But
Wow.
other than that, I don't. I'm trying to remember. Oh, my dad always gets picked for security when they take you into that room and like they
Yeah.
pat you down and do everything because they think you're a terrorist. My dad gets
Yeah.
dinged every single time because he's like so dark complected. He's got tattoos and he just looks like big and gruff. He's like the biggest teddy bear, but he gets picked.
that's
We
true.
always make a joke about it. We're like, is dad gonna get picked this time? Yep, every single time he gets picked, taken to the room
That's
or
so
whatever,
funny.
and pull him aside, ask him questions, and
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
funny, but every time. Yeah.
Well, when traveling to Europe, my roommate, Miranda, she kept getting always like her bags checked because she had nail
Mm.
clippers.
Oh,
A nail
God.
clipper set, and they were like always dinging her, and I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. That's
But
annoying.
I mean, she was allowed to have it. It just kept like
Like,
setting off the alarms and stuff
yeah.
like that.
Flagging the whatever, yeah.
I
That's
have
a
to say,
bummer.
America has the scariest air like security
Security?
airport people. They like have their guns just right out in the open and like just
See, I feel like Australia is the scariest, but
no America for sure. Like
I mean, I could understand America though because of like
yeah.
everything that's happened, you know? Like,
Yeah. Do you know the country that, in my opinion, that I've been to so far that has the sweetest border guards, the friendliest people is Oslo and Norway. They are so
Oslo?
Norway. Yeah, Oslo is
Oh.
the capital of Norway.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
Didn't know that. Oh, I've never
it's
been to
like
Norway.
yeah. So yeah, me and like my friends like in 2023 did a 3 month European trip, and like we landed in Oslo, and like they were so sweet. Like they were just tall, chatting with the people in
Yeah.
the crowd, like barely. They
Aw.
were just so friendly. I was like, this. I've
Yeah.
never had an experience like this. Like I
That's
normally they ask
awesome.
you questions and stuff. Like even coming to
Mm-hmm.
Canada, they're always like, "Oh, welcome home," and like friendly. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, but like also was like, I think top tier. I was like, they were
That's
just so
awesome.
nice, like talking to people in the crowd and like
Yeah.
joking with them. It was so sweet. I was like,
Yeah.
everybody was so kind there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's great. I mean, I understand why they have to have like strict and stern
in
security, but
America,
like
I
us.
understand. I feel like you guys have had a lot of like interesting history.
Yes, yes, we have.
Yeah,
But
like
it is
yeah.
like so nice when you do go to a country and they're so friendly and like welcoming. It's like, oh, like
Hmm.
maybe the reason I have a bad view of Australia is because I remember like getting off and being in security and there was this couple in front of us that like did not speak any English and they were from like a different country and the security guard was like just hounding the guy, like being so rude to him and like the guy didn't speak
Mm,
English, and but the guy was like just yelling at him, and I'm like, dude, like the guy clearly can't speak English. Like, stop yelling. Go find a translator. Like, what you're saying to him is not working clearly, and they were just being
yeah.
so rude to them. And so I'm sure those
Mm,
people are everywhere, right? That are rude like that. But
yeah.
that's probably why I have like a bad view of it. Because I was like, I just remember seeing that little family, and they had like little kids with them. Like, it was just so sad. I was like, I couldn't
Oh
imagine
yeah.
going to a new country, not speaking the language, and just being yelled at for like something
Yeah,
that you're,
that's my experience in the U.S. They
yeah.
yell, they're like, "Where are
Oh.
you going? What's your address? What's the address of the place you're
Yeah.
going?" And like on and on and on, and they'll like give you like 50
Maybe it's
questions.
because you're from a different country. Maybe it's from
Yeah,
because I don't get that in the U.S., but maybe it's because I'm an American, like not
yeah. I
traveling
mean,
like
like,
international through
yeah,
America. Like
yeah,
since
but
you're
like
Canadian coming to America, that might be asking you that.
that, or just like we're
Yeah.
even just like stopping by, and then like we're not even staying there long. They'll just like question
Mm.
us. Like, I think my dad was always the most stressed with American security, like
Mm.
because they would just ask us like a million questions and like
Yeah.
and then I guess it does kind of look different with like my family looks different like I'm adopted and stuff and there are like a lot of questions and like things
Mm.
like that about like why do you have these black children and you guys are white like things
Oh,
like
yeah.
that I guess it's like
Sure.
kind of like I don't know it was always scary I was like they
Mm.
always like when I travel by myself I get so anxious going through American security I'm like
Yeah.
I'm gonna die I'm
Oh.
gonna get taken away like no.
That's how I feel in the other countries. Some of them. Some are
Come to
nice. I'm like,
Canada. I
what?
swear we're so nice. Their border guards are so.
I
I
don't like
mean,
Americans at the moment.
it's true. It's true. No, but it's interesting.
I
I
don't know.
think you probably feel this. It's like even when you're flying in other countries, but then when you come to your own country and land in your own country, there's a sense of like I'm home.
Mhm.
It's you don't even have to be in
Mhm.
your own state, but like for me, it's like
Yeah.
if I go anywhere and I'm like flying into Canada, driving into Canada, I'm like, I'm home, and it's like literally the border
Yeah.
guards like that little bit of like welcome home. It's like
Mhm.
so nice,
Yeah.
even though it's like I don't
Yeah.
know, it's just
Yeah.
like a sense of like oh, I'm in my passport country, and like
Yeah.
literally, I mean.
Yeah.
I feel like okay, if I got arrested here, I'd understand the system. Sometimes when I cross the border, I'm like, "Yo, if something happens,
If
I
I
have
get
no idea.
arrested, what's gonna happen?
I have no idea what's happening. Like,
Random.
it's crazy. No,
I
literally,
love
when
that
I leave, I
that's a
was like,
thought.
if I get arrested or something, like, I don't even know what for. Like, if let's
Yeah,
say I
well,
was
let's
in
hope you're not
China,
getting arrested for anything.
I did something I didn't know was illegal. Like, what am I? I don't
Like in
know.
Japan, like throwing trash on the ground, like littering, like if you actually littered,
Singapore?
I
Oh
think
my
you go to
word,
jail.
no.
Or is it
Singapore,
Singapore? Maybe that's what it is.
Singapore, you're going to
Yeah.
jail. Their rules are
Yeah, that's
so
right. I do
strict.
not love Singapore. I love Thailand.
I've
When we traveled, I
I've
love Thailand, but I
landed.
don't.
Oh yeah, I've landed in Singapore, but I don't think we didn't really leave the airport. But
Mm,
Thailand's my dream country, and I'm like,
so
it's
pretty.
like my
Yeah.
next destination I want to travel to and just do like
Yeah.
3 months there. Just go travel for
Yeah.
3 months.
There's so much to do, and it's so fun.
And your
Like the
money goes so
elephants,
far.
and yeah, there's so much you can do. Like,
hmm I
yeah, it was
think,
really fun.
yeah, I really like that part.
Yeah.
So with traveling, have you experienced jet lag?
Oh, yeah. I probably remember that more like in my younger years of traveling. I think like now that I'm older, it's not as bad, which sounds really weird. But I also
Okay.
haven't traveled like as far as New Guinea in like a really long time. But the
Yeah.
last time my husband and I went to New Guinea, we knew that there was a big time change difference, so we like changed our sleep schedule like before we left, and we were like
Okay.
slowly like adjusting to it.
Okay.
um and that like
Okay.
actually that helped quite a bit. Like it wasn't so
Yeah.
like of a drastic like oh. So but yeah, I do remember jet lag like in my younger
I
years,
do have
but
to
not.
say, I think jet lag coming back from Papua New Guinea to the States is so hard, or like to Canada. I felt like that was
Mm.
harder, maybe.
Mm.
I don't know why I felt like that was harder for me
Maybe
coming
because
that
it's
way.
like a smaller change, like, but
No,
like when
like
you go like to a big country, it's like a bigger change, so it's not as like, I don't
no, I don't know. But I also experienced really major jet lag when I went from like Canada to Dublin, and it's only like an 8 hour,
know.
eight
Yeah.
hour flight. Like it's like, but it was like crazy enough because I remember like we arrived in Dublin so early in the morning, and like
Mm.
we had left Calgary like late at night, so we like flew over like during midnight, and then we
Yeah.
arrived early in the morning there. But like I just remember, like, I just wanted to sleep, and we're like, we can't sleep
Hmm.
because, like, we're never
Yeah.
gonna, like, you just, like, making yourself stay awake.
Yeah,
And that
changing your
part
time
was,
clock.
yeah, that was so hard. Or, like, waking up in the middle of the night, and you're, like, wide
Hmm.
awake and so hungry because it's, like, your body's, like,
Yes,
time to
I
eat.
do remember actually with my family like going to Australia, like that was a big change, like from LA
Yeah.
to Australia.
hmm
So I do remember a few times like waking up in the middle of the night of Australia, we'd go out get food. So it would be like time to be awake. I do remember
Yeah.
that now that you said that, yeah.
Yeah, I do
It's
remember my
funny.
parents being like, "Oh, it's okay. Like, go back to sleep. Try to sleep." Or we'd be so tired,
Hmm.
and they're like, "No, let's go on a family walk. Let's go do all this stuff." And I'm
Yeah,
like, "I don't want
yeah,
to do any of this. I just want to be in bed."
yeah,
But
right.
I think as an adult now, I'm like, I don't care. I'm just gonna sleep when I can and figure it out
Yeah.
later. Because I'm like, yo, I don't know. Just figure it out. But
Hmm. Yeah, for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, but for those of you
Your messages.
listening, like jet lag is, I actually always like that feeling. I don't know, like you're sleepy
Do
and
you?
it's like, it wasn't like, I never felt
I
nauseous. I
don't
know
like it
some
because
people,
I felt nauseous.
I think
So I don't
some people
like it.
felt nauseous. For me, I didn't feel very
Hmm.
nauseous. Like I just was like, "Ah, I'm
Hmm.
just tired." But like, I
Yeah.
think, yeah, for those like of you listening, maybe like do what Sierra does. Like if you know you're gonna be losing hours or like skipping days. Like sometimes when we
Yeah.
traveled, we'd miss a day a couple like, or you'd relive the same day twice.
Yeah.
I remember doing
Yeah.
that, and like, or somebody
Hmm.
skipped their birthday. I think somebody in my family, one of us, like didn't
Really?
even have a birthday that year
That's
because it
funny.
was
Yeah.
like we like
Yeah.
left before their birthday, and then
Because
we
New
arrived
Guinea's
like
like
2 days. Yeah,
a day behind us, right?
ahead.
They're ahead?
hmm
Oh, okay. So they're a
Yeah,
day ahead of
they're
us.
living in
So
our
then
future.
coming
hmm
from like Canada or America going to Papua New Guinea, you would
You lose
skip
hours.
a day?
you would skip a day, yeah, and then
Yeah,
depending,
because then coming back to America or Canada, then you'd relive the same day.
yeah, you would relive the same day, which
So
is
weird.
crazy. Yeah, unless you had
Yeah.
like the longest, you're like, man, this is the
This is
longest
the
Tuesday
longest day
ever.
ever. What is
Yeah.
that one movie? That one, Groundhog Day? Groundhog Day, where he keeps reliving the same day.
Living the same thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, like that was
Mhm.
definitely how traveling worked. But
Yeah.
it was always good
Yeah.
though. Like I think one thing that was like really cool is that like sometimes I know some people have like really crazy stories of how like they got to sit beside some person that they didn't even know like needed, like God wanted them to sit beside, and then they literally got to share Jesus with them and like and stuff like
I
that.
thought you were going to say they got sit by somebody famous. I was like, oh, that never
No,
happened to
not
me.
famous. No, but it's like sometimes with
Yeah.
traveling, like there's like cool things that can happen where it's like,
Yeah. So
yeah,
unexpected. The people that you meet, it's just
that you
crazy.
meet and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I've always had bad experiences when I'm traveling by myself within Canada. Like I don't know what it is. I sit
Aw.
beside like men, like they're all like I don't
Like
know, but,
creepers? Oh
like
no.
not creepers, but they're just like older men, but they're not like old men like I would take care of in a care home. It's like they're in that interesting range where it's like I don't really
Yeah.
want to talk to you, and then it's
Yeah.
like they don't want to talk to you, but then they hog both of the like seat armrests.
Yes,
And I'm just
armrest. You're like,
like,
sir, please
like,
go.
how do
I
I
paid
sleep?
for
I
this
don't.
armrest.
Yeah. So yeah,
Wow.
that happens. Or I sit beside somebody who has to go to the bathroom like I don't know, like 4 times in that 4 hour trip plane ride. I'm like, are you
Yeah.
kidding me, ma'am? You should have
Yeah.
picked a outside seat or whatever. Like it's crazy.
Also, like, I remember as a kid, like, being so annoyed, like, when there would be, like, a crying kid on our flight, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I gotta be on this plane for this many hours. But now, as a mother myself, like,
Yeah.
I feel for those mamas so bad because this last flight we had, I don't remember where, New Jersey. We were coming back from New Jersey, and there was this little boy in the back of the plane who was just crying, like, hysterically, like throwing a naughty tantrum, and his mom could not like console him, and I just felt so bad. I was like, man, I know as a mom, like, just that panic of like, okay, I have to keep my child quiet because everyone's gonna be
Yeah.
hating me on this flight, but like your child's also just like not having it. So yeah,
Right.
I felt for her. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Right.
I do not
Yeah.
want to be in that position. Favorite
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. So like, I think that like some people like just what they have to travel with. I'm like, I don't know if I think I would wait to travel with my kids until they're like at least walking, so they can walk instead of like all needing to be carried or all needing to be pushed. Because I've seen, yeah, I was like, wow, you guys are a handful, but
Oh yeah, it's a lot, but
yeah,
it's doable. You just gotta be organized. And then you get more confident in doing it the more you do it. So
hmm
you just gotta make yourself do it once, and then you know what to do, what not to do, what not to do for the next time, and then you're more confident in yourself.
yeah.
Yeah. But any other stories from the airports that you have?
I have too many. Like, I think that some of the things I enjoy is like obviously like trying out some of the restaurants and stuff like that. I think when we
Yes.
were kids, like sometimes we'd miss meals, whatever, because we were in the air and like my parents didn't want to like. Sometimes airport food, like airplane foods, are not the best. So it's like you'd rather just wait until you land and like just like have your kids snack on things, and then like once you land, just like order burgers or something. So I always
Yeah.
enjoyed that, like because like growing up in PNG, we didn't go out to eat a lot, and there wasn't like a lot
Yeah.
of like fast food
In
options.
the airport, you gotta eat out because
Yeah, so it's like there
all that
wasn't
was
a lot of
available.
fast food. Yeah, so it was very exciting when we saw something that was like,
Yeah.
oh, like burgers or something that was like
Yeah.
really cool. So we
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah.
Okay, one thing as an adult, I've enjoyed this now. It's like, okay, when I'm about to fly or I'm about to go on vacation, like I'll just go to a place, have a drink, and like have some
Yeah.
chips. It's like it's so
Uh-huh.
nice. You're like, I'm
Yeah.
on vacation, I'm on
Yes,
holiday.
vacation
Like,
mode.
yeah, it's like
that
get a
is fun.
Starbucks drink and just be like, it's
Coffee
just
shops.
nice.
I love going and trying all the coffee from the airport. It's so weird, but like I mean, I have my own coffee shop, so it's like so fun to compare it. Be like, well, this tastes different than the way I make it, or whatever. This isn't
Exactly.
as good as our espresso.
Yeah.
But it is fun just to go see like the different places, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's
But
fun.
one thing is crazy. It's like airport food is so expensive. I'm like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
regular things like
because they
Subway
know.
and stuff. I'm like, Subway is like
Yeah.
double the price at an airport than it
Well,
is
they
at
know
the
that you don't have any other option and that you're
options.
gonna
Yeah.
buy it. Like you
It's
have to,
true.
yeah.
Or like
So
those
they
little
know.
stores, those TFS.
Yeah.
What is it called? Those I forget what they call, but duty free stores. Like, oh my goodness.
Duty free?
Yeah, I think they call it duty free, where it's like you can like, so it's like after you've gone past security, there's like, you can go get perfume
Oh.
bottles or like
Oh,
bottles of
yeah.
wine with you. And it's like all liquids and things like that, like you can like take with you on your plane, but you don't have to like check it through security. So yeah, so those things are always so expensive. I think one time I like was looking for a gift for a friend because like I just didn't have time yeah, before to get it. And so it was like
Hmm.
trying to look for something to buy. And I was like, that was the worst mistake of my life. Next time I just
That's
like
the most
order
expensive
something.
present.
I was like, order something from Amazon and get it shipped to them. That would have been way cheaper.
Yes. Yes.
Crazy. Like, oh, it's a scam.
Yeah. That's funny. I do. I try and remember if like we ever had any like wardrobe malfunctions in the airport. Like I feel
Yeah.
like I have some of those stories where you were forced to like buy clothing or something from the airport, but
I think I'm always cold. I think one thing that people don't
yeah, it
really
is
talk
always
about
cold and
is like
plain.
no matter
Freezing
what it
cold.
is, especially if it's summertime, I kid you not, every store in Canada, it hits summer, they turn that AC like crazy high.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it's not even that hot outside. Why is the AC on? And so
Mm-hmm.
when you're in the
Yeah.
airport, like literally, like everywhere is just freezing. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
always bring a jacket or like a little blanket that
Yeah.
you can hold with you. Like even on the airplane, the AC is like super cold and like I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. But
Yeah.
I find that
I
all the
would
time.
agree. It's always
Always
so
cold.
cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's been fun talking about this today. I didn't know some of those stories that you shared, so I think the one of your mom in the
Yeah.
wheelchair is my favorite.
Yeah, for
It's so funny.
sure. No, God works in
Yeah, that's
mysterious
awesome.
ways.
Yes, he does.
Makes
Sometimes.
you yeah, keep your flights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for
But
sure.
yeah, I think like with missionary kids too, this is something I think I've noticed. I think that like since we were young, like since I was young, I've been flying by myself too. Like I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
like especially because I was in a dorm and then like coming home on home assignment, I would just be flying by myself with me and the pilot. Like obviously our mission
Mm-hmm.
pilots like they would take you home.
You and I flew together alone. Do you remember that? I have a
Where?
picture of us. I just saw it the other day. It was you and
Where?
me boarding the plane to Wewak together.
Just us?
Yeah. Yeah, we were
That's
just sitting in the airport and you and I, it was JC Mierstra's dad that flew us down there.
oh, Uncle John,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
funny. I don't. What were we doing there?
I think I was going to go stay with Alyssa, but you were going down to see your family, I think.
That makes sense. Yeah, I was like, I probably was
Yeah.
going like back, like on school break. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I've
Yeah.
been flying, I guess, by myself for a while. But like, yeah, I guess I think a lot of MKs are very familiar with like airports, and like a lot of them like have literally been taking flights by themselves without their parents for a while, and it's like it's just
Yeah.
second nature. It's like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
but
So we're not confident in driving by ourselves. We're confident in flying by ourselves.
yeah, I was like, if I have to drive
Yeah.
like 6 hours, I'm like, you want to come with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
That's
that's so
funny.
true. But no, it's like a
Yes.
topic
Awesome.
today.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely really cool
Yeah, it
to
was
just
so
hear, I
fun.
guess, your experience with flying and like just like the joys of it too. Because like I think we had a lot
Yeah.
of positive stories than negative, and it's
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's been really fun just like being able to chat about this stuff. Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for just listening to us today and like coming along as we talked about TCKs and traveling. Stay tuned for more episodes. Every Wednesday we drop a new episode, so just yeah, follow along. We're on YouTube, Spotify, and all the major platforms. Just shoot us an email at the Color of Home podcast. We'd love to even just hear your travel stories. And we look forward to next week next week's episode with you guys.